Shalom, Rainicorns. It's Ellie here. So today we are talking about confidence through consciousness, okay? Honestly, this ponytail could have been done better, but we okay. We're okay. We're okay. But we're talking about confidence through consciousness. So what does that mean? Okay, so people like to throw around this terminology of consciousness, like, oh, I'm conscious, Christ consciousness, okay? All this stuff, blah, blah, blah. Who cares? Okay, if you're not utilizing this stuff for the right reasons, it doesn't mean anything. Okay, so having your emotions in check is highly important when it comes to this stuff, because even with it being right now, it's currently November 2023. Okay, you would think that more people are just simply aware of things. Everybody doesn't have to have the same exact spiritual beliefs and do the same activities, have the same practices, rituals, routines, religious practices, all that. Everybody doesn't have to do the same thing in that aspect. At the same time, there are still a lot of people who are quote unquote still asleep. And then you have people who are conscious, they're quote unquote woke or awakened, and their behaviors simply don't exemplify having confidence in themselves. So, what do we do? How are we to get to the next level? How are we to get to the next point? How are we to evolve if we don't have simple things like confidence? So everything you're learning about in spirituality, you use that to build your confidence. It's not a thing where, because this is where I can really admire masculines. When it comes to masculines, they know how to study, they know how to research things, they know how to get down to the nitty gritty of the knowledge and information of when it comes to things like spiritual, well, really everything. But when it comes to spirituality, you see them debating each other, you'll see them having like conversations that are thought provoking. And that's very admirable. At the same time, some people they do crutch on their knowledge. They crutch on their knowledge, and they feel like in order for them to quote unquote be somebody, they have to know more than everybody. And that's simply not the case. You just find whatever it is you're good at, what you know the most, and that is what you hone in on. That is how you build your confidence. So as feminines, we are just one with Earth Mother Goddess. We are Gaia. So I'm gonna be vulnerable with y'all. Like, I'm on my cycle right now, and I messed up. I was like, what I do is I don't use tampons or pads anymore, and so I messed up this rising where my body told me to go to the bathroom, and I did listen when it first told me to go. And so I ended up having to run to the bathroom because, yeah. So that, like, being in tune with your body for things like that, it helps you get to that next level. So, like, I have confidence in myself to know, like, hey, I can listen to my body, and this is going to be the result of me doing that. Stuff like that. That's, like, in a physical sense. And so how did I get to that level of consciousness with my physical body? Well, of course, like, educating myself and learning. What was I learning about? Being a feminine. I wasn't just filling up my brain with just random stuff that, of course, like, I could learn more about astrology. Of course, I could learn more about ancient Kemet. Of course, I could learn more about the 12 tribes of Judah. Of course, I could learn more about anything. What's most important to me, though? Caring about my hair, caring about my physical body, of course, when I said caring about my hair, you pop up, oh my gosh. But caring about how I can use things like glamour magic, and caring about my womb space. Those are the most important things to me as a feminine. Nothing else really, to be very honest, nothing else really matters. Because when you have your connection with Mother Gaia and you go outside, you're grounding your feet, you're sun gazing, and then you're consciously doing those things as a feminine, you get your downloads from the earth. You get your uploads, you get your intuitive messages from the earth that way. Hello, Marie Haircare said, hey again, Ellie, what's good? What's good, Grand Rising Goddess? That was hilarious how you popped in as soon as I said hair care. That is hilarious. But that's how it is, though. That's the synchronicity life stuff. Confidence through consciousness. Like we were, no, because you had left the live. I was live on Instagram earlier, y'all. I was showing these are the ones I'm putting on today. I was just like, bruh, she had just posted some that look like these. Hers are like coffin shaped. These are more like stiletto with a round tip sort of thing. I was just like, girl, I just got some with the black French tip. What? Like what? We on that frequency, y'all. It's that dark feminine, pizzazzy sort of vibe going on. Ella Marie said hair fairy. Oh, hair fairy. I love that so much. I love that so much. That's the absolute best. But see, that's the thing though. So that's like perfect for everything we're talking about because, we can let the masculines have all those debates and those conversations about things. I'm not going to say they don't matter. Of course, our history matters as a people. It's important for us to know where we come from, who we are, timekeeping, tracking of knowledge, tracking of wisdom, sharing knowledge, sharing information, sharing wisdom when it comes to spiritual topics. That's important. But there is truthfully a lack in energy pushing the information about confidence, because I'm not going to say that there aren't ladies pushing conversations about confidence, about either whether you use glamour magic or not. It's not that the conversations are not being had, it's that they're not being pushed. So we know how these algorithms are when it comes to truth speakers and truth seekers. So pushing content and sharing it amongst not the masses, but amongst our peers, amongst those who are like-minded individuals, that's where it becomes highly important, because there could be some sort of information that somebody doesn't know. And so somebody might know something, like we'll just say hair, for example. Like I could learn things from, I actually have learned things from Goddess right here. And it's like we could either push each other's content or just keep fighting an algorithm, when in all actuality an algorithm doesn't owe us anything. And I think that's another thing that people have forgotten, as far as how the internet works. So this is confidence through consciousness. This is not confidence through the internet. This is not confidence through how many likes you get. This is not confidence through how many people are following, subscribed, all this other stuff. Like that comes with time, but you have to have the confidence before you get the numbers. That's how you attract the numbers. Because it's not even about numbers, honestly. Like people, I don't know. People are so lost in what's going on, to where everything's about social media and not the actual fruit, not the actual meat of why we have these platforms in the first place. I was gonna do two cute little thingies in the front part of my head, but I don't even want to mess this up. Like I was gonna do two little curly thingies right here, but I ain't even finna do it. I ain't even gonna go.
That's fine.
Hello, Marie said I still gotta do my retie. I'm dreading it. I have so many likes. Hey, all the power to you. All the power to you with that one. People keep saying I should lock my hair up. I'm like, y'all, I be seeing what y'all go through. Don't try to get me up in that. Don't try to get me up in that. It's cute. I ain't going. I ain't going. I'm not here for the looks. I'm not here for the aesthetic. It's a lock journey. I'm already on my own hair journey. Okay. This ether growth situation has been, it's honestly been great. I'm not gonna lie. I was finna say it ain't been nothing nice, but really, like, I've always had a really good relationship with my hair, so I just cut it back, and yeah, just been growing it out. Ella Marie said, just learned that postpartum hair loss is caused by a lack of iron too. I don't know who that might help. Okay, so making sure you have your iron up after you have baby. And that postpartum stuff, like they don't tell us a lot when it comes to anything. And so that's what I was saying about being a feminine. We have an entire job just as ladies. So we birth the children, nurture the children. That is both as far as education, wisdom, caring for them, and feeding them with our physical bodies. It's best for us to breastfeed. And it doesn't make sense that that's a topic of discussion. I forgot my tea. I forgot to make my tea. I want my tea. Hold on. I might have to. I don't know if I'm going to take y'all with me. Can I turn the camera off? Because I know I can mute it, but I don't think I could turn the camera off. Okay, Ella Marie said, I'm starting to have one with my hair and my first set of locks was not healthy. Okay. I'm going to have to put y'all in my pocket because I'm finna go get my tea.
How can you do that?
Oh, I don't have a pocket in these pants. Okay, I'm just going to take y'all with me. All right. So topics like that, right? Us learning about things as feminines assist with the entire ascension. So the fact that we even have these discussions about whether we should breastfeed or not doesn't make any logical sense. How much time we should get for maternity leave, that doesn't make any sense. None of these topics and conversations make any logical sense when you really look at everything. Feminines are not supposed to work at jobs, at corporations. That's just point blank, period. Feminines can work if they want to, but obligating your time and energy to a job at a corporation that does not belong to your husband or your father or, any family business, it does not make any logical sense. I need y'all to hear what I'm saying. Feminines can work if they want to. They can have their own business. They can be part of we're talking about finances specifically, but as far as like being a leader in the community or an organization or something, but we're talking about finances. A feminine can work. She can, yes. However, working outside of a family business does not make any sense. She needs to have the flexibility necessary for her to express her femininity. Do these large corporations care about anything that I just said? Do they care about any of that? Absolutely not. Not at all. And so, when we take into consideration the fact that the Matrix does not care about females, the best thing to do is figure out how to quote unquote exit the Matrix in a sound way. And quite honestly, unless it's a single mother, I just don't want to hear anything about finances. Like if you're a single mom, it makes sense to be concerned about finances. But if you're married or in a situation with a masculine and you're talking about finances, then you need to reevaluate your relationship. Are y'all working to get to a point where you don't have to work anymore? Are you working to get to a point where y'all got your investments to where you could just manage the finances instead of working? Like do y'all have a business together or something that y'all are working on? Because if your masculine is not either trying to take you out of work or trying to get to a point where y'all can get some passive income together, if he's not in that conversation space, I'm not going to tell you what to do other than really evaluate your values as a feminine. Because if your masculine is not encouraging, is making you have to work while you're pregnant in order for y'all to survive, then you need to really consider what does he have going on in his brain? What does he actually have going on in his mind to think that it's okay for you to work while you're pregnant and to get back to work immediately after giving birth? Like, how does that make any sense? So that is why we're building our confidence through consciousness, us being aware, because one of the girlies probably didn't know that. She probably didn't know some of the information that has already been shared so far, right? And she's just like, huh, well, I never thought about it. Like, I would have breastfed my child had I not had to go back to work. Or I would have breastfed my child if I could work from home and my husband take care of this, or my boyfriend, or, my long term relationship take care of that. Or I really could, like, move back in with my parents and work with them and this and that. I just never was interested in the business. Listen, boring money makes the most money. Okay? I notice our people like to do things like do hair and nails and have clothing lines, sell hair, sell different things that are really supposed to be luxury services and items. Now, is it wrong to be in the luxury services and items? Not at all. Not at all. It's not wrong. However, if we're going to get over this hump, we have to be in the essentials business. So, hair care, hair essentials, hair growth products, hair health products, that's an essential. Okay? You're talking about like my industry, real estate, that's an essential. Construction, that's an essential. Laundromats, financial services, textiles. Okay? Those are essentials. We can't sit up here and cuz where did I get this from? This was not a black owned beauty supply store. There was black people working in there, but it was an Asian owned beauty supply store. We can't sit up here and keep doing this type of stuff and wanting to have our own online this and online. Just get into the essentials businesses. It's boring. It makes the most money. You get your money up and then you go into the fun businesses that are luxury, that are up there where it's like, okay, well, like being a stylist and I'm not saying don't follow your passion. I'm not saying don't ever do it. I'm just saying get the money. Get the boring money, because that's going to set you up for life. That's the generational wealth. If you're a stylist, you can't pass down your trade to your children. No, you can't pass down your skills to your children. You can pass down systems and you can pass down investments and you can give them an instruction manual. You can't, like, if you are a bomb hairstylist, there's no guarantee that your child will be able to do that. Yo, I found out people are going on strike from like Starbucks and stuff. I had been doing my thing. I got my own little frappuccino sort of thing going on. I started making green milk tea because they had started selling matcha for some reason. I go to authentic bubble tea shops. Okay, I don't know why they started selling matcha stuff anyway. But yeah, strike on. I've been doing it, but strike on if you're participating. But yeah, what I did for this regular green tea, you can heat it up and then let it cool down if you want to, but I let mine sit overnight with the tea bag in it so it's already cold. Then I put some pure cane sugar and some oat milk in here. But yeah, y'all get what I'm coming from? Okay? And so it's not about, oh, yeah, so this is what I do. This is how much money I have. This is blah, blah, blah. That's not what life is about. Once you become conscious, you realize that aspect of things. Ella Marie said, man, look, I mentioned that on Facebook and people got offended. It was during the formula crisis. I said breast milk was free and motherfuckers got offended. My husband told me to quit my job and focus on the home, getting my license, notary license, and restarting my bills. Since before we were married, my husband hated that I worked and would pay all the bills. And that's what he's supposed to do. And he did that. And he did that. And if y'all aren't having conversations like that, where it's like, okay, stop doing this. You need to focus on what you want to do. I'm going to take care of this. I'm going to take care of that. If your masculine not allowing you to be in feminine energy, business license, okay. If he's not allowing you to be in feminine energy, doing what you want to do as a feminine for work or your passion or whatever, yeah, typos be like that. That was a lot that you typed up. then you have to really look at your life situation and circumstance with that person. You really do. I'm gonna change my feet. I got my shoes on. I'm finna put my booties on. So once you're aware and you're conscious of those things, because people, like to get into these conscious conversations and think it's about being the most spiritual person. Once you're doing these things, you're okay. For example, in this breast right here, I had like a lump in it since I was like 14, 15 years old. And I went to the doctor at around 16 years old. The doctor told me as long as it doesn't get any bigger, it's pretty much fine. But if it gets any bigger, let us know. It never got any bigger. However, guess what happened once I gave birth to my child? I started breastfeeding and it went away.
Was it me?
Yes, you saved my life several times. I mean that literally. But yeah.
When I was a baby, that's impossible.
That's not impossible. But it did happen. So, yeah. So the breast milk, literally, the nutrients in that removed the lump that was in my breast. And that's the type of stuff that they don't want you to know. So they're okay with you going out and buying formula. They're okay with you going out and not having enough time to learn how to cook nutrient-rich foods. They're okay with you, like, they want you to live in this. They don't want you to even have this much. They want this whole thing to be weave. They want the whole thing to be fake. They want the whole thing to be artificial hair. Because it makes money. It doesn't make them very much money when you're going to the grocery store buying eggs, mayonnaise, and some conditioner and you put in that in your hair. Like, that doesn't make them that much money versus going to buy tubs of stuff like this and it has way more chemicals in it and it's going to affect your hair in a different way. Like, that makes them way more money than you having natural remedies for whatever it is you're doing. It doesn't make them very much money if you're getting rice. Yes, rice, the food, the grain, and you're soaking it in water and then using rice water on your hair for hair growth. Oh yeah, I got the tea. I've got the tea. So if you want some natural hair care products, I highly recommend you hit up Aloe Marie Hair Care. And if you want the, the home remedy type stuff, I'm gonna be dropping gems every once in a while because it's like you need somebody who could really, really teach you about what's going on for real. I don't know about the scientifics about the hair follicles and all this stuff and stuff. You have to hit her up for that. For me though, I know how to get your stuff to grow. I don't know nothing about locks. So it's just like you find who is good for you and what's necessary for your particular journey that you're on. And that is what I mean by confidence through consciousness. You are conscious of who you are as a feminine, conscious of who you are as a mother, conscious of who you are as a wife, conscious of who you are as a sister, as a daughter. I know, like, my obligation that I have to certain family members, because I learned I had to cut some people off. Oh, y'all, no, y'all tripping with the way y'all acting. So once I learned how to set those boundaries through being conscious of what was going on, then I was better able to make certain decisions and have my obligations towards certain family members and certain activities and certain things like that in a smoother way. Okay. Versus feeling like I was being taken advantage of, which I was. I was being taken advantage of. So it's like, okay, what's going on here? So y'all know about my relationship situation, so I had to fix that. And then I had recently told y'all about certain things going on with my family. Had to fix different things in that. So once that got clearer through me elevating and evolving through my consciousness, then I was able to be able to do certain things. So where the spirituality stuff actually does come in at, hold on a second. Where the spirituality stuff actually does come in at is when you start doing things, like I said, I'm able to track my period, right? To where I don't have to use like pads or tampons or anything. Like I really just, at the most, I use a little bit of tissue if I go out. I can feel when I need to go use the restroom. So when you're in, a space of being like that, then that is how your intuition is activated in a whole lot, like a way stronger form. In a way stronger form. So you start taking care of your hair, your ether, and then you can feel like in your scalp certain things going on. That could be an intuitive message. And so that's letting you know, hey, something's going on here. Y'all remember in that one Medea play where the girl, she was like, "Ooh, my weave itching." Like instead of it being weave, it'll be your actual scalp, like, some genuine that's you type of thing instead of it being your weave itching. You know what I'm saying? Cause that bit was funny only because that's the norm that we have accepted. But once we stop accepting things as the norm that is completely unnatural, then we'll all be in a better spot collectively. And to be quite honest with you, I didn't think we'd still be here and having these conversations by the time I got like this age. I thought that the natural girlies would have been like came in, made certain things normal by this period of time. But it's just like, I don't know. People like the idea of being natural, but the actual maintenance, it's a mixture of ignorance and laziness. Like, I'm not gonna lie. It's a mixture of ignorance and laziness because you're supposed to have healthy hair no matter what type of style you do. So, the girlies who get natural protective styles, like, you can't get a protective style if your hair's unhealthy. That doesn't make sense. Like, what are you protecting your hair from at that point? If you live in box braids, if you live in faux locks, like, that doesn't make any sense. That's a lack of consciousness. That's a lack of confidence. You would know who you are as an individual, and you would know that you don't have to live. Basically, you're putting on a facade at that point. Like, if you like the look, that's one thing. But if your hair is unhealthy, then no.
That is not one thing.
You're lacking confidence as an individual if you feel like you have to hide who you are with artificial hair. It doesn't matter if it's a natural looking protective style. It's a natural looking protective style. A lot of black ladies still feel like their hair can't grow. That's because of ignorance and lack of confidence and lack of consciousness. Because it's like, the way I do glamour magic, I use, the artificial stuff because I'm natural all the time. So with me being who I am all the time, the glamour in things is the dramatic shift in appearance. That's the glamour. It's not so much the items that I use. Do I have to wear fake nails? No. Do I have to wear a ponytail? No. But it's magic. That's my magic. That's what I decide to do because that is the thing that I want to dramatically change my appearance. That's the glamour of it. It's the ooh, like the ooh factor. That's all. Okay. So this is what face is looking like. This is what face is looking like. I think I gotta take some off of this one. Okay, Ala Marie said, I use cloth charcoal pads and free bleed. I need to go back meatless so my cycle can be back lighter. It's not heavy, but it lasts longer when I eat meat. I had forgot about the meat stuff. I don't even be eating meat like that, honestly. Like I will, like if I go out, but I think that has a lot to do with why mine acts the way it does. Cause like I don't even be getting cramps like that for real. Like I'll feel my emotions kind of woo woo woo. And mine started a little bit early this month too, and it usually doesn't start that early. But as far as like the flow being crazy heavy and thick like that, I hadn't experienced too much of that in the past few months. So yeah, like okay, okay. I'm glad you said that. I'm so glad you said that. So eating healthy, bruh. They want you to go to fast food restaurants. They want you to. If you don't go to a fast food restaurant, they want you to go to the frozen food aisle and buy processed food. They want you to go to the snack aisle and eat a bunch of processed snacks. They want you to eat all that sugar. They want you to eat all that flour, the bleached processed flour, not the flour that you might want to cook with. They want you to consume all that. Why? Because it's easier to control your actions, thoughts, and movements. If you feel like you need to have food stamps in order to get the food that you want to buy, then they have you in that trap. Y'all know that trap I'm talking about. You know the trap I'm talking about. Whereas if you grow a garden and you're intentionally growing, because I mean, what garden food isn't nutrient rich? But if you're intentionally growing nutrient rich foods versus feeling like you need to go buy some unhealthy bread, because you can make your own bread, instead of feeling like you need to go and buy all type of chicken nuggets and like chicken tenders and frozen like taquitos and burritos. Like if you feel like you need to buy those things, they have you in the trap. Whereas if you learn how to grow spinach, how to grow lettuce, how to grow potatoes, how to grow your own squash, your own zucchini, your own fruits, your own like I was intentionally listing off like greens and starches, but learn to grow your own fruits. Not only would you save money by not going to the grocery store, but you would automatically be healthier. Automatically. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. None. There's no dispute. And it's like, if this offends you, I don't apologize. Because if your mindset is like, oh, well, I don't want my neighbors to think anything of me if I'm growing a garden, like, oh, that's weird. I mean, that's stupid. Why do you care what your neighbors think about your health? That's your personal life. That's your personal health. Who cares what they think? If that's your mentality of it, oh, I don't want to be the weird lady with the garden. Well, so you're going to be the normal lady who's killing herself with what she eats, and it's affecting your periods. It's affecting the way that your breast milk comes out. Why do you care? They don't pay your bills, even if they do help you pay bills. Even if they do help you pay bills, who are they to tell you not to have a garden or to call you weird for having one? I know that's the way black people be acting. They be having them backward mentalities. But then once you get good at gardening, then ooh, you know what? My auntie said that she wanted some squash so she could do a casserole. How many you got, girls?
Yo, squash is so funny because, like, on Plants versus Zombies, there's even a squash.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because the squash is like so funny. Like,
Yeah, here's your flex.
whenever you say squash, it's just so funny.
Yeah. So they gonna be the first ones lined up to try to get your stuff. And that's another form of income you could do if you wanted to. You could sell it. Oh, okay, you want some squash? I'm selling this much a pound. I'm selling this much for a basket. Like, that's money for you in your pocket. On top of the fact that you didn't have to go to the grocery store. You could go to the farmer's market and get your other essentials like buying bread and buying like high grain stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You could learn how to make crackers if you want to do all of that. Like, not everybody wants to do every single thing, huh?
Yeah, there's even squash there at the market too.
It is. It is. And you don't have to do everything. You can find people you can barter and trade with, but I see, like, having conversations like that is so taboo to people, even in these conscious spaces of talking about spirituality. It's weird to me. It's weird to me. I'm very much a doer type of person. So if people are having conversations, I'm actively going to be doing what is being spoken about. I don't want you to watch me on my channel and just watch me on my channel and that's it. You feel like you're doing something just because you're looking at me through a phone screen or a computer screen or a tablet screen or something. I don't like that. Like, high key unsubscribe if that's what you feel like this is. Like, that's not what this is. This is about having high level conversations in order to make new decisions in life. I'm intentionally getting into your subconscious mind so that you can make new decisions. Renewing of the mind. Be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Transformed as an individual, not just transformed in the latest trends that you're gonna follow. I'm not a trend to follow. I will hurt your feelings. Like, no. Like I said, I was on live earlier on Instagram, and one of the masculines got on my stream and was just like encouraging me, and he appreciated the fact, like, I coined the term woke broke niggas because it's like, what are we doing out here if masculines aren't allowing their feminines to be fully feminine? Like, you have no reason to call yourself a god, a king, an emperor, or anything, especially a polygynous man, if you have your females working. That doesn't make any sense. So as a feminine, you need to know what it's like to fully be in your feminine state. If you're not making clothes, you need to be growing a garden. If you're not growing a garden, you need to be learning about herbal healing. If you're not learning about herbal healing, you need to be learning about energy work. If you're not learning about energy work, you need to be learning about aromatherapy. If you're not, like, there's something you need to do as a feminine that has to do with energy, that has to do with the planet itself specifically, not figuring out what career you want to go into. Because let's say you do get into herbs and then you get into the wholesaling of herbs, working directly with farmers and then selling them on your own. There you go. That's the business. That's the business. Not going to a factory and packaging up herbs. If you need to do a job like that to learn experience, sure. But that being a career field, no. Hello, Marie said budgeting makes it easier to get healthier foods. Whew, yeah, let me go ahead and talk about this money. Cause she said it, y'all. Like, going to the store and just buying stuff, no. Just buying stuff is a no. You need to have a budget. And if you are, like, whether it's lower middle class, lower class, or poverty line, and you do... MJ, stop.
I'm trying to close
That is not the way to close it. You pinch the thing together. And you like, some people may suffer from food insecurity. Okay, that's fine. I'm not saying you have to go all out vegan and stress yourself out about having, like, 100% all vegetables, all fruit all the time. No. What you gotta do is learn about, like she said, budgeting and actually cooking the foods that make the food stretch, cooking the meals that make the food stretch, rather, and being able to be conscious in what you're consuming. Because it's not going to help anybody if you're unhealthy. It doesn't matter. Like, eating cup of noodles and eating ramen noodles and all that stuff because it's affordable, what's that gonna do for you? Like eating that type of stuff is what throws off your pH balance. That's the type of stuff that doesn't allow for your hair to grow. That's the type of stuff that gives you crazy amounts of acne. That's the type of stuff that messes up your skin all over your body. That's the type of stuff that just makes you not feel good. It makes you not want to get up. It makes you not want to wake up. It makes you not want to move around. Like I said, it's not that black ladies' hair can't grow. It's that we're just consuming the wrong things and we're not taking care. We're not managing properly as a collective. A lot of y'all have seen my hair growth journey. Like somebody, even in the beginning of my fro stages, they thought I was on a 7-year afro journey. I'm like, bruh, I just cut my hair off. This is short to me. And so now I'm here where it's currently at. Y'all didn't see it in the beginning of the video, but y'all know what my joint look like. This is pretty much where I was before I cut it off. And it only took me 3 years to get here. You know? And y'all should know by now. I don't say that to flex. I say that to be an example and to educate, to inspire, to motivate you. I know ladies with locks, y'all have a different sort of thing going on, so I can't speak too much on the time frame that the locks be locking. And then there's ladies who have different textures than me. So you're gonna have a different curl pattern, the way your hair looks, all that, a different time frame from how your hair can grow, all that. But still, you dedicate yourself to the growth and development of yourself as a feminine, and that's how you get better. Like, it's really that simple. You just become conscious of who you are. I've been conscious of who I am as an individual ever since I was a young teenager. A lot of ladies didn't wake up until they were adults. While I was still in the Christian religion, I was still aware of Christ consciousness. I didn't know that that was the terminology for it, but I knew that people up in the church were not performing as we were supposed to be. So I wasn't following just blatantly and blindly what they were doing. I knew to have my own relationship with God. I knew to read the Bible on my own. I knew to do my own thing no matter what people were telling me to do. It didn't matter if they were an evangelist, a church mother, a missionary, nothing. Is really forget what these folks talking about. That's what I mean by renew your mind. Because when it comes to who you are as a person, who are the main people you be seeing who wear artificial hair? Old ladies. They be wearing all type of wigs. All type of wigs. Be having all type of relaxers. And then they have the nerve to say you're nappy. When they grew up post-slavery, post-segregation times. Some of them probably were alive during segregation. They have no right to tell you anything about your natural state of being when they were living in a suppressed and oppressed time of not being able to be who they are authentically. So don't take it personal. Don't be offended by what they're saying because they're speaking from an ignorant state. They are ignorant to who they are. So they're going to be ignorant to who you are. Most of them. Some of them know exactly what they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing by telling you that you shouldn't be natural. Their lack of confidence won't allow for them to be nappy and happy. So they don't want you to do it either. And they also know what type of powers you activate when you become natural. And that's the thing. Like, when you are conscious and become confident in that, you activate your powers naturally. It doesn't take you having to, oh, I'm going to get these, and then I'm going to put some water in here, and I'm going to put this potion together, and then I'm going to drink it, and then I'm going to put some more in there, and then I'm going to put it under the sun, and then I'm going to put it under the full moon. Like, you don't got to do all that. Going natural is a superpower. Growing your locks out is a superpower. The lock journeys be so serious, folks be having to cut their locks off. Not because the maintenance is too much, but the spiritual warfare. That was the reason I even cut my hair off. I was like, yo, I'm done carrying this dead weight from my past. Like, I need something. I was supposed to cut my hair off a long time ago, but I was never able to do it and get it done the way that I wanted to. So then once I reached a particular stage in my life, it was that 2020 time period. I was like, if there wasn't a better time to reinvent yourself, it was definitely 2020. Ooh, she a baddie. She showing up. Okay, period. Okay, hold on a second, y'all. This glue gotta dry right here in the corner. Ella Marie said healthy hair comes from within. Loose natural hair and locks grow at the same rate. Locks just retain more length, so it looks like it grows faster. Okay. Yeah, because it's naturally being weighed down because it's clumps of hair together. Yeah, so if you have like a thicker hair texture and you don't like how short your hair looks due to shrinkage, you might want to consider locks if that's for you. Now, me personally, I'd be feeling like the people's with the NJ, come here real quick. Let me see. Y'all could see his hair from here. Okay, just step a little bit right here. Okay. So y'all see his forehead, right? His forehead right here. This is how long his hair is, okay? His hair is this long. Okay? He one of them ones with a whole lot of shrinkage. I don't have that much shrinkage.
Please stop holding that like that.
Was I hurting you?
It was like kind of.
My bad. I wasn't trying to yank on it. Is this okay?
Nah.
Okay. He's also tender-headed. It's okay. Is this okay? Okay. So, hold your head back up. So, all this right here, this is like almost 6 inches long. When it looks like it's maybe 1 or 2 inches from his scalp due to shrinkage. There you go. Appreciate you so much. Y'all got the best hair to me. It's kind of difficult to manage, but when it comes to styling and stuff, oh my gosh, it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. But if you want to lock it up due to, whether you're tender-headed or you don't like the look, you just have to be prepared for what type of natural journey you're going on. That's all. Ala Marie says self-hatred. That's why relaxers literally kill your hair and knocks off the pH balance of your scalp. They don't want to talk about that, though. I'll sip my tea to that one. Okay, so we got these lashes. I'm telling you, when I get my lashes on, it's wraps, like... Okay. I had thought about getting another ponytail like the other day. When I got my nails at the shop that I was at, I was like, I was looking at the straight ponytails, but I was just like, that's not even me for real. Like, it's really not. Like, yes, for sure, when I do straighten my hair, yes, I be looking at. When I straighten my hair, it's a whole vibe. But I was like, I'm not even feeling it. Because honestly, it wouldn't look right. The way that I have my hair like this, I'm not going to straighten my hair just so I could wear a straight, long ponytail. Not right now, at least. I haven't straightened my hair in 2 years. I haven't got my hair straightened in 2 years, so I'm not gonna do that. Just to do glamour magic. I'm gonna wait until it's at a pretty good length, and then I'm gonna do a full-fledged length check once I get it to where I want it to be. Because this ponytail, this is me manifesting who I am as a person. So, like, confidence through consciousness. I'm using this for magic purposes. I'm not doing this because it's like easier than managing my natural hair. No, I'm managing my natural hair and I'm manifesting this length. Oh, hold on. Got a little tangle right here. Okay. Okay. This is future me. That's what's going on here. This is not me looking cute just for stage looking stuff, just for cameras, just for videos, just for pictures. No. This will be me in however much time it takes for me to get here. So that's manifestation. That's glamour magic. Your glamour magic could look different. If you do decide to get faux locks as a protective style, that could be you. You could get temporary locks for a little while, see how you like it, see, do what you do. Okay, I'm done with that. I'm gonna show y'all outfits. Okay, so we have regular panty and we have bra. And so with this flannel type of shirt, I'm gonna leave like the top out sort of thing so the bra can show. And I'm wearing shorts. Okay. Ella Marie said how my hair looked before I locked up. I'm tender-headed, that's why I locked up, LOL. Yeah, that makes sense. Like I thought about locking my son's hair up because he is tender-headed, but he enjoys the different styles I do. It's a process. It is a process. So we're just gonna have to see. We're gonna have to see. I appreciate you sharing that too, because it's different strokes for different folks. If you're tender-headed, you might want to consider whether it's getting locks or having a steady routine of protective styles and like hair care maintenance versus just, I get why people would get relaxers for that reason, but at the expense of your health, nah, it's not worth it. Okay. What are we gonna do first? Because I gotta do my lips, my nails, and put on my clothes. Okay, I'll be right back. Okie dokie. So we're gonna do lips. We'll go for a more matte look. Try a Marley hair ponytail, goddess. A Marley hair ponytail. I did think about it. I was looking at the straight hair ponytails and the lock ponytails and like the short curly ponytails. I was like, I don't know. Only because, like, I just don't know how that looks on me. I know how curly hair looks on me. I just don't know how locked hair would look on me. And because I've done like 2-strand twists, but that's the closest I've ever gotten. But the actual locks look, I just feel like, I don't know how that would look on me. I might try it though, just to have some fun. Yeah, we're going for the matte. We're not going to do the gloss today. Okay. Okay. Why is this eyebrow not going down? Alright. So we have face. This is like a little loud. The blush, I don't like blush that's too loud. But they said go for the bold look today. So when I say they, I am talking about my spirit team. Okay, they guide me when it comes to certain things, including my glamour magic. So that's what I mean. If I keep going and it's just too loud to me, I will take some of it off. I will take some of it off because I'm not even a blush type of person anyway. So for it to be this loud, you know. I'm debating on whether or not I want to use this. I'll keep it. I'm not gonna use it for the video, but oh, look, I got some more nails. Told y'all, baddie on a budget. Okay, I went to the dollar store, got 60 of these. These are all stiletto. MJ, pick that up. Did you drop that on the floor? Pick that up. I got these for $1.25 now because Dollar Tree's no longer $1. But I got these for $1.25, bro. 60 of them. I told y'all, what does it matter? Does anybody know that you went to the nail tech? No. Does anybody know, even if you do go to the nail tech, how much money you spent? No. As long as you take care of your nails and make sure you're healthy. I know I could do better with my nail care, but I'm fine. I'm okay. Like, I am okay. As long as you don't have damaged nail beds and all that. It don't matter how much money you spend. People be thinking because they spent $70, $100, $125 on nails that makes it better. Like, bruh, no. Ooh, I got a little buffer thingy.
What was that?
This is a nail buffer, a nail file, and then it's not a toothpick. It looks like a toothpick, and that's to push back your cuticles.
Mm-hmm.
I was literally just talking about how I didn't have one of these. That is wild.
How much did it cost? Manifested one.
I did manifest it.
Girl, manifesting what you were looking for.
I don't even think it said that it had it in here. Because it said it had the glue in there. So I already knew that I had the little extra glue. But, MJ, don't put Pick those up. Pick them up. Pick them up. Don't put them on the edge. Those are circles. You have to be really careful with those. So, of course, before you even want to get to the glamour magic stuff, you want to already have that self-confidence going. You want to have that self-love going. Loving who you are as a person. How do you do that? You become conscious of who you are as a person. You are not just some big bodacious lady. You are not just some slim thick cutie. You are not just some skinny girl. Okay? Where'd you put those?
We put them in there.
Where?
In the granddaddy's office.
Okay. You don't want to do all that. Just to think you are your physical appearance. You need to love who you are as a person. You need to connect with your ancestors, your spirit team, and they can give you more clarity on who you are. Your gifts, talents, and abilities help to make up who you are. Yes, your physical appearance does have a lot to do with that. But it doesn't stop and it doesn't limit directly to your physical appearance.
I think you don't like this part.
Okay, you can take it off because I had opened it a little bit by accident, so you know how that goes. Okay. So dope. You learn who you are, you get confident in who you are as an individual, and then you love that about yourself. Like, literally. It's not just some corny thing to say and to jump on a train, jump on a movement for it. No, you genuinely have to love who you are as an individual. And then you can start using things like glamour magic. Because if you start using things like glamour magic and you lack self-love, you lack self-confidence, then you start using it for the wrong reasons. You start using it to manipulate people. You start using it to take advantage of situations, take advantage of people. And that's not what it's for. You just use it to enhance your aura, enhance your energy, enhance your space. You just create that wow factor about yourself. You boost yourself up, and then it reflects in the way that you communicate with people, which reflects in the way that they communicate with you. That's what glamour magic is for. It's not like, oh, I gotta light a candle, and then I have to recite this series of spells, and then I have to do this. It doesn't take all that. Honestly, it doesn't. For being truthful and honest, it does not require all that. And that's what they want you to think about magic. They want you to think it's this like super complex, oh, you have to follow these steps. You have to, everything's magic. Everything's a manipulation of energy. That's magic. That's witchcraft. Okay? Every color you see, every number you see, witchcraft, magic. In the Bible, it tells you that makeup is witchcraft. So if the Bible is telling you that beauty enhancers and artificial beauty enhancers are witchcraft, what does that say about crispy haircuts? What does that say about a sharp, them real sharp outfits that dudes be wearing, the real just like sharp outfits they be wearing? What does that say about them? Because makeup can't be the only witchcraft. Straight hair And artificial hair can't be the only witchcraft. Nails can't be the only witchcraft. Like, be real here. Almost every time I see a warlock, they got, them hats. Them dudes be wearing them hats. Mm-hmm. Ella Marie said my phone died. What did you say about the ponytail? Oh, I said I just don't know how I'd look in it. I might try it out though for fun. Cause I've only had like 2-strand twists on my head before, and they look cute. They're okay. Cause really, when it comes to my artificial hair, I want to have long hair. The short hair though, I've had a lot of fun with my short hair, just experimenting with it and trying out different looks and different styles. But with the artificial hair though, we gonna be long with it. Okay. So I just buffed my nails and now I'm pushing back my cuticle before I apply this glue and then these nails. That was a nice harmony, MJ.
Wait, did you mean it was a nice humming?
Well, it was nice humming. I said harmony on purpose, though. Pre-orders the book. Okay, yeah. I'll be right back. Give me a minute.
This book goes into depth on everything real estate and the future of investing. Pre-order now and watch out for the movie. VDRE's first movie is coming out, and you can also pre-order the book that is based on. This book goes into depth on everything real estate and the future of investing. Pre-order now and watch out for the movie. VDRE's first movie is coming out, and you can also pre-order the book that is based on. This book goes into depth on everything real estate and the future of investing. Pre-order now and watch out for the movie. VDRE's first movie is coming out, and you can also pre-order the book that is based on. This book goes into depth on everything real estate and the future of investing. Pre-order now and watch out for the movie. VDRE's first movie is coming out, and you can also pre-order the book that is based on. This book goes into depth on everything real estate and the future of investing. Pre-order now and watch out for the movie. VDRE's first movie is coming out, and you can also pre-order the book that is based on. This book goes into depth on everything real estate and the future of investing. Pre-order now and watch out for the movie. VDRE's first movie is coming out, and you can also pre-order the book that is based on. This book goes into depth on everything real estate and the future of investing. Pre-order now and watch out for the movie. VDRE's first movie is coming out, and you can also pre-order the book that is based on. This book goes into depth on everything real estate and the future of investing. Pre-order now and watch out for the movie. VDRE's first movie is coming out, and you can also pre-order the book that is based on. This book goes into depth on everything real estate and the future of investing. Pre-order now and watch out for the movie. VDRE's first movie is coming out, and you can also pre-order the book that is based on. This book goes into depth on everything real estate and the future of investing. Pre-order now and watch out for the movie. VDRE's first movie is coming out, and you can also pre-order the book that is based on. This book goes into depth on everything real estate and the future of investing. Pre-order now and watch out for the movie. VDRE's first movie is coming out, and you can also pre-order the book that is based on.
I
This
have
book goes into depth
returned.
on everything real estate and the future of investing. Pre-order now and watch out for the movie.
Alright. Okay. I have returned. So, Ella Marie said, I mean like using Marley braiding hair to mimic a natural long ponytail. Just trust me. I'm gonna send you a picture so you can see what I mean. Okay, cool. Okay. Alright. So I push back the cuticle. These nails. Where'd my thing go? No. Oh, there we go. All right, cool. I got it. Okay. This is glue. So now I'm gonna push these cuticles back. Okay. The glue is just sitting at the top right there. Okay. All right. So when you improve your health, everything you're eating, everything you're consuming, as far as like physically, the amount of water you're intaking, making sure you're drinking your teas, making sure you're not drinking sodas like that if you still decide to drink sodas. If you do drink coffee, making sure that you're balancing it out with other beverages, making sure you're drinking natural fruit juices and not so much the high fructose corn syrup type of stuff. Like making sure you're implementing your starches, your grains, your multigrains, your leafy greens, and your fruits more. Switching over from bleached to pure cane sugar, using natural flour versus super bleached flour. You know, making those changes in general helps your overall health. Okay? And once you are affecting your overall health, you're better able to affect your physical health. So, I'm not a huge exercise person, but I will do some yoga. I will do some stretches. Okay, doing exercises and stretches helps with your blood flow. What does your blood flow help with? Your pH balance, your hair growth, your nail growth, all of that. You know, don't think working out and stretching is just to look good physically. No, just to lose weight. Everything that I'm talking about will help you lose weight regardless, if that's your goal.
Yeah, but we don't need to lose weight.
Well, I'm not losing any weight. I know. Yes, we're not. We're not. Our goal is not to lose weight. I'm just letting them know if they would like to lose weight, like that sort of thing. I know. I've been skinny for too long. I had some stuff happen, so he's very cautious. It's like you don't need to lose the weight. I know. I know, son. It looks a little frizzy, but I think it's okay. I'm just gonna brush it down again. Okay. I got all the cuticles pushed down. taking care of yourself 100%. Like, it doesn't, like, you know, the way people talk about it, it sounds expensive. It's not expensive, really. It's boring and it's not as fun. You don't get to microwave mozzarella sticks every 2 days. And that goes out the window.
What goes out?
Eating mozzarella sticks every 2 days.
What?
Yeah, some people they buy food and they microwave food all the time instead of cooking it. They don't put it in the microwave just to warm up their cooked food. They put it in the microwave or the air fryer because it was a frozen food. Yeah.
That's really interesting.
Yeah. You use the microwave because I cooked a meal for you and then you put it in the refrigerator and then you want to warm it up. Not everybody does that. Some people don't even eat leftovers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, some people do want to eat some for some days, or if not in some other days.
Mm-hmm.
Because usually, if it's morning, you can eat them in morning or when it's nighttime. Cook their dinner or morning dinner. Because that's the same thing with Thanksgiving. That's like turkey.
That's true. That's true. Oh, y'all. I really like these. Because I love, like, when they're not too long. Like, I like length, but I like... These are my favorite sort of length, where it's just barely coming off. I don't like the super long ones. Like, I got some. Like, with the really long ones, but I don't be tripping on those. I like... These are my preference. This length here. Man, and they cute. Like, the black French tip. What? Look at the... These are so cute. Like, look at this. I think this has a sparkle on it. Yeah, this has a little sparkle design on it. That is so cute.
Can I see?
Yeah. Come over.
Oh,
Yep.
it's really cute.
I'm glad you like it. I need you to finish your work, sir. Okay.
Yeah, three things with Zilla, I was all gonna tell you.
Okay. I think that one needs to go on my other nail. Get this one, a bigger one. But yeah, bro, like, okay. Because, like I said, is this stuff wrong? Not at all. It's witchcraft. And if you feel a way about witchcraft, then welcome to the real world. Everything's witchcraft. We were told, because they didn't know which lie they wanted to tell us. At first, they wanted to tell us that magic wasn't real. That was the first lie they tried to tell us. And then it turned into, oh, well, magic is evil. Well, which one is it? Because it can't be both.
Because magic's
If magic's evil, then that means it's real. But if you're going to say that magic isn't real, then it can't be evil if it doesn't exist, right? Okay. You got to pick a narrative. And they couldn't pick a narrative, and that's what exposed them. So then they just tried to demonize everything. Okay. It's the first one. Then I need one more nail. There you go. That one's a little big. Let me see if I can find one that's a little bit smaller. Not the same size. It's not the same size. Oh. Okay, these ones would be good. All right, cool. I feel pretty. Oh, so pretty. So that's all I'm saying, right? You just figure out what works for you. You make this matrix work for you. Don't get used by the matrix. Like I said, they want you to buy fast food. They want you to buy processed foods. They want you to buy hair and not take care of your natural hair. They want you to do all those things. They want you to work a job because that's going to keep you in the illusion of feeling like you need to do those things, which feeds a narrative that's not true. When you live in your truth and you are confident in your consciousness, you don't allow anybody to sway your beliefs, and you truly live for who you are as an individual versus trying to follow a status quo or a narrative, then that's how you truly embody what we call self-love and Christ consciousness. That's spirituality. This one. Okay. And I'm going to talk about this briefly because, like, people who speak on this is always a wanting to take sides thing. I'm not finna say an opinion about whose side I may or may not be on, because I am on the side of Yasharallah. This whole war that's going on now, that the spiritual community manifested, because you can go back through all type of videos of people and then read their comment sections, especially read their comment sections. We manifested the war. Yeah. Our consciousness, our collective here in this space of woke people manifested this war. It was already coming. But you'd gotta realize the power of the spoken word. When you have people constantly saying war, 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 you have no choice but to bring it upon themselves. Ignorantly, they did that in a way that they weren't prepared for. Well, they weren't prepared for it regardless. But now, it's here. You have people in the streets of all type of major cities in the United States protesting. Right? I don't care whose side you're on, because it makes no sense that all that energy is being put forth towards other countries of people who don't know who the individuals are. You're marching in the streets for people who don't know you. Well, I'm not going to say you, but people are marching in the streets for people who don't know them. Will never care about them. And those same people who are marching in the streets for these people in other countries refuse to put that same energy and organization into their own communities. I will never get that. I will never comprehend why we do that as a people. Why do we do that? We have all this and all that for people who don't actually care about us. Let's be honest here. Yet, when it comes time to do something for ourselves, we don't want to get organized. Or even if we do get organized, we want to do stuff like BLM did. BLM scammed people and took their money. Real change wasn't made with BLM. they took advantage of people. What the heck do we have going on? And we want to march for people in other countries. We have guys in our communities who don't want to provide for their wives and children. What's going on? We have people who don't want to be educated. We have people, because it's like, I talk about business and entrepreneurship. We have people who don't even want to learn how to barter and trade. Yet, the topic is, oh, we got to build our communities. Oh, we got to do this, we got to do that. Niggas don't know how to do that. But we can march in the streets, though. Okay.
My finger at the middle of my 5 fingers, I think they're getting kind of like sticky.
Go wash your hands. And make sure you dry them good. Y'all, look at the cute. The cute little claws. Oh, that was crooked. No. Hold on. It's okay. It's not too big of a deal. It's a little crooked. Y'all shouldn't be able to notice that too much. Yeah. I don't like it, but nobody should be able to notice. I don't know how glue got all the way up my eye like that. The whole part was sticky. And so I just say that to say the same energy people got making these posts, because like I already knew people were going to try to go viral off of making posts about this war. So I wasn't saying too much about all the posts that were being made. My commentary comes in with all this action that people want to put behind these other countries. Like, y'all got all this energy for these countries, but when it comes to your own country, your own people in your own country, like, what's going on? I've been saying the same thing for several years now, and I've been met with so much low vibrational activity, so much backlash when that is the actual solution to things. How does that make sense? Zin said, we did manifest it. Their time is up. We're the 7th generation. It ends with ends. I ain't gonna lie, niggas is not ready for the war. I am, but it takes more than me because none of us are in our 111% divinity. Yes, the collective did manifest it. Yes, and like I said, it was already time, but we sped up the timeline by speaking it into existence. I don't know if you missed that part when I said it, because I did clarify that. It was already on its way, but it didn't have to be this way. And then people keep putting all their energy into helping people across seas who don't care. Like, sure, they're going through what they're going through, but our people have been going through what we've been going through for generations now. So my empathy and sympathy for people in other countries is very low. It's very low. Because we haven't gotten to where we need to be at yet. Yet, like, people want to continue to say things like people like Sexy Red and Sukiana are like bad influences for the community, where it's just like, okay, well, our community is out here talking to the government and marching in the streets for other countries. I don't think Sexy Red and Sukiyana are the problem. They're products of their environment. And so when you refuse to fix the environment, you're just going to keep going through the same thing over and over again. Like this is so simple to me, and it's just exhausting. So that's why I primarily focus on speaking on topics like getting yourself together. Like, it doesn't necessarily have to be glamour magic specifically. So that's why it's like, confidence through consciousness. Getting yourself together, knowing who you are, and creating your own foundation, and then getting to that community aspect of things. Because people, I did speak in another stream called Positive Pack Mentality, Evolved Groupthink. People have not evolved their groupthink. People want to get into communities and groups of people and have a collective consciousness of thinking that is not actually productive. That's not productive, marching in the streets and calling government offices to stop genocide in other countries. That's just not the answer. It's just not. Like, I don't know what to tell you. It's just not the answer. The opposing, the same people, it's like people haven't realized something. There is no amount of protesting that can be done to stop these people from doing what they're doing. The people who live in this country fail to realize that billions of dollars are being funded to the same countries that they are opposing. So how is marching in the streets and holding up signs going to stop the dollars that is funding the artillery, weaponry, and resources that is opposing that? How does that make sense? How is a viral video, a viral post, going to change anything? When these same people that done took off work to go protest, then skipped whatever family event to go protest.
What were the dates again?
Today's date is November, so put 11.
With the slash there?
Look on your phone or your tablet and see what number it is.
I can just click on my phone. 11, 8.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a 0 there's a 0 right there next to the 8.
Okay, so you could put 8. And then slash 23.
Now I'm done.
Okay. You need to write grapes one more time at the bottom. Great job. Great job. So, if that energy is automatically just completely discounted because of lack of resources and true proper organization, it's just loud noise and viral posts. Okay.
Now
So,
am I done?
yes. So that same energy isn't going into our own personal communities? Like, am I missing something? It's not going into even our own families. Ladies, the same ladies who went out and protested are probably the same ladies who gossip about their friend group. Those are probably the same ladies who have multiple baby dads. If you have 2 baby dads, it's just like, oh, okay. But if you got 3, 4...
Why are you just saying how much dads there's going to be?
Because I'm making a point. Like, if you scamming, you want to go out here and march for a country that you ain't never been to, that you more than likely don't have family in, when your own neighborhood is suffering? Why is the logic not logicking? What sense does any of that make? Zen said, I did miss it, but isn't better for it to happen rather now than later, because now we can get this over with. The best thing we can do is spread the information. I may not be able to change the world, but I can spark the mind who does. The spreading the information about what to do is good. What my point is that energy and power, resources and time is going into the wrong thing. People don't even know what this war actually is that's happening right now. They don't know. So it makes more sense.
Oh, look what time it is on the
Period. 11:11.
11:11. Not this happening on November Wednesday.
Ooh, that's wow.
I just saw that on my tablet. I can't even manifested that.
No,
We just manifested that.
that's wild.
That's wild. This tab is wilding out with these angel numbers. He just wants to keep them.
So it makes sense to spread the information of what's necessary and the actionable steps to take. And while I would like to agree it's better it happen now than later, I can't agree with that because people have not organized for the right reasons. I need you to see my point. I've been out here on the streets. I've been out here attempting to do what's necessary for our collective of people. We get bombed today, what? What happens next? What? Most people haven't set up shop and done what they're supposed to do. I was talking about gardening, preserving food. Most people haven't done that. Having multiple bases in different places, so if one base is lost, then they have another one. Think I just be talking about real estate because I like money? I like money, but that's what real estate is, having multiple bases in different places. So when people miss the message and they want to go with their own narrative of things and they don't want to organize, they don't want to put things together, they don't want to collect resources for the right reasons, they don't want to connect with people who are necessary in order for things to thrive once war shows up at your doorstep. No, it's not good that it's happening now. If people had done what they were supposed to do over the past few years, sure, I could agree with that. But no, seeing people's behavior and seeing that nobody's prepared for anything, no. It's stupid. People don't even know what a relationship is. People don't know what being a parent is. People don't know anything. They think they know stuff. They think they're a god. They think they're a goddess. But they don't know what it means to embody that. People lack leadership skills. People lack organization. But we can protest in the streets, though. I'm calling a square square. Like, I'm not, no. It doesn't make sense. Why? It's the same people who debate and argue about natural hair. What are we doing? Why are we sitting up here and arguing about whether to wear natural hair or not? And people want to go protest for another country. How does that make sense? We're not, no, nobody's ready for war. No. So I only brought that up to like kind of close out my stance on things. This is how you build confidence through consciousness. When you are aware of things like that and you're not swayed by an opinion, because this is what the narrative is. Are you for this country or are you for that country? Are you for this narrative or are you for that narrative? I say, fuck the narratives. Why do we care? Unless you're looking at it from a higher realm perspective on a metaphysical level of, yes, this is the manifestation of the war. This is the manifestation of the consciousness shifting. Yeah, I see it from that perspective. I don't care what country got what going on, because I know that thousands of years ago there's some other stuff going on before we got here in today's time in 2023. So I'm not finna go with whatever narrative is finna be spun. Look at my nail. For either side. You have to look at as the above, so below, and even further below. And if you're not able to do that, then yeah, it's going to be, oh, I support these people. I stand with these people. Free these people. Forget everybody. What do we have going on here? We still not organized here. So what makes us think that we can organize for them? We ain't got the manpower, we ain't got the resources, we ain't got the tools to be sending over there like they do. So if our own government is opposing the actions of our people to support opposite sides of the same situation going on, how is that making any sense? How? How? But then they're talking about potentially bringing it over to the United States. Like, no. But we're here at this point, and you need to be aware of what's actually going on. Like, even with that, like, it's a conversation piece. People like to talk about it. I just see it as an omen. This is the sign of the end times, but what are people doing with that omen? I think I'm going to buffer this a little bit. They said, I agree about protesting. That won't do anything at all. At all. It's a waste of time. That energy needs to go anywhere else. Making some posts on the internet, while I don't agree with it, it's just like, fine, whatever. Share your opinion about how you feel about something that has nothing to do with you. Fine. But going out of your way, taking time away from your family, taking time away from, if you work a job, taking time away from your business, it's not doing nothing. Maybe if we scream loud enough, they'll listen. Hadn't black people been screaming about reparations for the longest time and they still ain't done nothing? Okay. All right. So when you build your consciousness and you build your confidence, you don't worry about things like that. I'm just an observant individual, and I speak on the actual truth of things versus an opinion. I can definitely go into who I think is right, who I think is wrong, and why they're wrong and why they're right. I can for sure do that. Am I going to do that? Absolutely not. Because I'm not here to debate with people. I know what I know because that's what's for me. And for me to make certain moves. It's not for me to be on the internet trying to get views. And that's what a lot of people are doing. They don't care if they're wrong. They just want the attention from having an opinion. They don't care about the collateral damage. Nothing. Whereas, if you're learning about being an individual and caring for yourself as a person, those things don't affect you. Just like with elections and stuff. We just had midterm elections, if I'm not mistaken, that was yesterday. On November 7th, 2023. On a Tuesday. It doesn't matter who's in office. As long as you're doing things and operating a certain way, you don't have to be concerned about who's in office, whether local or federal. So when you go with that mindset versus thinking, oh, well, the Democrats did this and the Republicans did that, like, I don't care. Because it really doesn't matter. All of this is distractions. That's the illusion of the matrix, making you think that one thing is more important than the other when it's not. You become fully aware that when you're doing things like caring about your body, and you're doing things like connecting with nature, you're sun gazing, you're talking to the animals, you're talking to the plants, you have your meditation session with the trees, you hug on them. When you're doing stuff like that, you realize the actual purpose behind everything, then you're not easily swayed by any sort of opinion or any sort of narrative once you get to that point. Okay. I look like I'm finna go running. I'm not going running though. So it's like we still like look. I want y'all to look at who's protesting, right? And I want you to just look like, do girls out there got BBLs? Okay. Do they have BBLs? Do they have lip fillers? Do they have boob jobs? Like, do they look like they have their priorities straight? Whereas, I do things where I showcase my natural body. 5 viewers of 5 likes. Appreciate y'all. 555, angel number of change. I do things to showcase my natural body so people know, like, hey, you don't have to do all of that. Like, you can be confident in who you are. You don't have to get surgery. You don't have to, like, the only beauty enhancers you could get if you want to get them is the ones that come off. Like, these are lashes. Like, this is makeup. This comes off. I don't have to go to a surgeon and get procedures done and keep up with appointments and stuff like that. No, you don't have to do that. Really, you shouldn't, because it's poison. Like, very literally, it's poison. I don't care about no vegan and cruelty-free nothing when it comes to stuff like that. Like, no, don't even try that with me. Because what are you doing that for? Like, I get it with some elder ladies. They may get things like cool sculpting, things for weight loss, like stuff like that, or they want to get some stuff done to their face to get rid of wrinkles and stuff. I see that, but we talking about BBLs and boob jobs. Girl, no. This the fit though. Yes. But that's what I'm saying. Who's out there protesting? Sure, you might see some politicians out there because they want clout too. That's what politics is. Politics is fame and recognition for something. So you're going to see Democrats and stuff like that out there. Duh. They want your votes. They want your follow. Now it's not even about votes. It's about follows on social media. And I used to work in politics office, like helping with poll. I was a poll watcher. That is the people who stand outside of the election halls. I've seen these people. I know how they move. I know how they operate. Levi said, Jesus is king. He wants a relationship with y'all. He loves you so much. Stay safe. Stay blessed in Jesus' name. As long as you talking about my big brother, Yeshua, big tribe of Judah, yes. Yeah, achieving Christ consciousness, for sure. For sure. We don't talk about Jason, because Jesus doesn't exist. That's Caesar Borgia. But if you're talking about Jason, nah, we don't talk about Jesus over here. We talk about Yeshua. That's my big brother. So yeah, he's great. He loves us for sure. But these is nails, this is face, dark feminine vibes going on in this autumn season. Okay. Cool, cool sort of thing going on. Okay. So yeah, you do what you want to do as long as you are righteous and you love yourself and you have your true connection. Okay? Don't do things for trends. Don't do it because you think it's right. Do it because you know it's righteous. Not just right, but righteous. Okay? Because you could do a good thing. You can do a thing that's right, but is it righteous? Are you genuine in your heart about it? It's deeper than just doing something because it's nice. All right? Okay, I'm gonna go live with y'all a little bit later. All right. We're gonna do a virtual business meeting soon. Greatly appreciate everybody who has joined the membership. I love you guys so much. If you guys would like to join the memberships, they start at 99 cents a month. We're getting more active over there with different things that I am posting to raise your wealth consciousness, okay? It's not just about money. It's about learning about how the Matrix has manipulated the masses with money and raising your own wealth consciousness and being aware of what's truthfully going on versus the narratives that are being told in the mainstream media, okay? And we got to be careful too, because even now with social media, there are narratives being pushed just because they're popular. So now, a lot of social media spaces are just as bad as the mainstream media. It's all about who can be as polarizing as possible at this point. So, you got to be a thinker for yourself, okay? Okay, all right. Yeah, again, I will tell y'all what this is again. Regular green tea, pure cane sugar, and oat milk. All right. Shalom, Rainicorns. I will see you in the next one. Tawada. That means thank you in Hebrew.